There was four 100-yard receivers. It was not at USC. It was not at Oregon. Nope. Colorado Buffs. 510 yards passing from a young man that steps in from HBCU that a lot of people said, I don't know, moving up to D1, I don't know.
I was one of them.
I don't think he can do it. I wasn't. I watched him play. Now, I ain't saying I thought he was going to throw for 5'10", so let me be more clear. I don't want to toot my own horn.
I didn't even think he'd be good. Sorry.
Just seeing him make the throws from one side of the field to the hash, I could see he could throw the ball, and I thought, well, let's practice. Can you do it in a game? I didn't pick them to win the game. I felt like they'd be competitive. They got some dudes, man. The Horn kid and the Edwards guy and the Heckerson guy that's the other tailback. And, of course, the two-way phenom that's just made his number one trip ticket to New York for a Heisman, Travis Hunter, the guy from played over at Collins High School somewhere around Atlanta in Swanee, Georgia.
Yeah, Collins Hill.
Yeah.
Number one recruit coming out.
Yep.
And I'm like, why is he going to Jackson State? Why is he I don't know. I make a lot of mistakes on this recruiting. I said I didn't understand why Kool-Aid was Mr. Football. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I didn't get you on that one. I don't know where you was coming
Well, I just didn't think he had the stats. But I know why we see why Hunter was the number one recruit in the country.
I only seen him play one game, and he had like 5 touchdowns in that game. And I thought, well, he's the number one guy, and he's just so good. He's playing against these HBCU guys, and it's just not close.
Well,
and now he shows up at D1.
First game, guys.
He's playing both ways. He's playing corner. Tell him the stats. 2 picks.
He had a pick, 2 breakups, 2 or 3.
Yeah, 3.
3 tackles, 11 catches on offense for 120 yards. Guys, this was his first D1 game, and I don't want to hear. I'm sorry. I don't want to hear, well, TCU's garbage. Come on, man.
They just played a national championship. Now, they're not the team they was. Duggan's gone. We lost all their defense. But that little cat runs the ball. He's good. They're a D1 school up front. They got linemen.
Well, they didn't go out to Delaware to the private league and recruit all their players. They've got studs at TCU.
Yeah, obviously.
And he just went and –
Sonny's a good coach, too.
Look what he did.
How long Sonny Dykes been coaching college football?
30 years? Time. And there was no answer. And some of the plays he made, the catches, he's a lockdown corner. This guy is a first-round draft pick tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
If they had the draft tomorrow.
Yeah, he's in. He's in. Round 1, slot 1, he's the guy.
I mean, he just blankets them.
And even he almost had another pick. Remember the one he jumped? He jumped that guy, and he should have intercepted. He reaches over their hands, and he reaches over, like his hand was over top of their hands. He just slides over their hands and takes the ball.
He's going to make them good because he's going to shut down the side of the field.
Yeah, you're going to be forced to. So, I mean, we went through their schedule. Guys, go back. It's about a month ago.
Schedule.
It's about a month back. I even re-shared it on the page to show you guys. We cover this stuff, okay? I know you think, it's just old Matt and Todd. We just talking about old Cedar Bluff and Gil on Cedar Bluff, St. Garden, them, We take what we do pretty serious, and we enjoy doing it. We do know what we're talking about. I know we like to have fun, and we do cut up, but I promise you, the hours that I sit up at night in here, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning, reading about these teams or watching highlights of their games, we're making educated guesses. Now, are we always right? No. But for the most part, go back and watch the Colorado video. They were going to leave the Pac-12. We knew that was going to happen. We didn't know where they was going to go at the time. Now they are Big 12. So this is a rival game for them now, TCU. He brought in a new team. So, Dean, has Deion changed how you build a football team? Because nobody has never just – do you understand he wiped out the whole team?
The whole team except for one.
And that's the kid that made the pick in the end zone to start the game there. The first pick in the end zone, that's the kid that stayed. And Deion said, I love him. Because, I watch Well-Off Media. Go find Well-Off Media, and it's his son, Bucky. Every day he's at practice. I watch it. I hear what they say. I'm talking to the coaches. You can hear.
Yeah.
Has he changed football, Dean?
Well, I mean, now, you know, a lot of people aren't crazy about the way he did this.
I'm going to take these off.
Huh?
I'm going to take these off.
They getting on your nerves?
Well, it's just hot.
Oh.
We ain't got nobody to listen to.
Well, that's true.
We just make sure we stay up on the mic.
I don't know if he's changed it, but I mean, there'll be some people take a look at it. So he just pretty much wiped out his program and brought in he obviously brought in some fantastic players.
Well, wasn't it was 51? Is that right?
Yes.
Bun, TCU is not a top 25 team. I don't know about that.
They may not be. I didn't think they'll go to a bowl.
Yeah, they're a top 25 team.
They'll go to a bowl.
I would disagree with that. I'm not saying they're 20.
No.
But you could put them at 25.
20. But has he changed? No, I don't think he's changed it.
Because you got to give some kind of credit. So I'm going to say.
See, what you're saying is well, when somebody takes over a program, they're just going to, yeah.
It's changed.
I can get that. They'd move everybody out. And
who's done that before?
Nobody.
Who was the coach from Pitt?
He does not like it.
Right. He's the one that said, you can't just go in the portal and build a team off portal kids. And I got to guess you can.
Well, it looks like he has.
And he was, hey, you want to go watch the little spots? He did a little 10-minute interview after the game. And he called everybody out. He said, all you people didn't believe and how I do it and what I do. How you like me now?
Well, I'm going to say one thing, though, and I'm proud of Deion. I've always been a Deion Sanders fan. But is it a little too early? Do you not wait until you're 6-6 or 7-5 before you say that stuff? I mean, they got Nebraska this week. They've got Oregon, USC, Utah, Oregon State. Huh?
They're not beating those teams.
No, they're not going to. I mean, they're not going to walk Nebraska's dog. I mean, Nebraska had Minnesota beat the other night. Minnesota, not a horrible team.
I think they can beat Nebraska.
I think they can beat Nebraska too.
Now, those other teams, we went through their schedule. Again, go back on, you can go on the page back. Just last week, I shared our Colorado video. We went right through the schedule, and I probably won't deviate from what we picked then to now. Hey, they're going to win 5 games, maybe.
No, I had them a little less, but I think you had them 5. I had them 3.
I don't think they go bowling.
4.
If they do, hey, I love it, man.
But what I'm saying is it a time to celebrate? I mean, you can always celebrate a victory.
You got to. What they've been through. Mm-hmm. How many? What was it in the past 5 years? How many games did they win?
I don't know. They only won 1 last year. Was it 10, 12?
No, it wasn't a lot. In 5 years, they ain't won a lot of games at all. So for this to happen and to hire Deion, which has come through the Pee Wee leagues of Texas, and like the Horn kid, he said, why is he playing for him? People was like, well, how'd you get him or whatever? I coached him in Pee Wee all the way through. He knows. Listen, he knows these kids. Yeah. You know why Deion knows them? Like, how do I know Nigeria's Diamond?
Yeah, and you coached him in Little League.
Yes, that whole group there. I know these kids. I've known them since they were little. How do I know Hayden Wheeler and that bunch and Landon and all those guys? And Jacob Cornejo.
Y'all coached over there.
Yeah, now they were behind us a little bit, but
that's how you know.
Yeah, from playing baseball and playing football and knowing their dads and going to pool parties and seeing baseball. Deion knows these kids, so it's just what I'm saying. It's not a big surprise.
No.
Because obviously he's got a personality. Let's just go ahead and put that out there.
Yeah, well, I mean, like the Edwards guy fumbles and he comes over and talks to him and don't get on to him, and the Edwards guy goes off after that.
Yep.
He just has a fabulous game after that.
Yeah. His style of coaching is
it's not really I think it's in your face if he feels like you're not putting forth effort.
Yes, no.
But it's not in your face over mistakes.
No, he ain't gonna put up with that.
No. But I don't know, just seem positive. He's got a good staff.
Yeah, that's sweet. I agree, Bun. They're they're not. I don't see them stopping USC or Oregon's.
No.
But
they may get to a bowl.
But here's the thing, and we'll move on to somebody else. Here's the thing. Do they have a chance to be? Look, guys.
I mean, they may pull an upset somewhere.
Let's just be honest. Does the Pac-12 play good defense? Yes or no?
No, not traditionally.
USC couldn't tackle a wide side and couldn't run through it with a Super A Farmall tractor.
Mm-hmm.
They would miss it completely.
Yeah. They don't put a lot of emphasis.
They couldn't fish in Weiss Lake. They'd throw it up on the bank. Okay. So if Shador if he can go out there and throw the football around 510 yards against a D1 team, I don't care who they played.
Yeah, he was like 42 for 51, which is 83%. He is after 1 week, he's going to be the top passer in that.
I watched the whole game, every bit of it. The one he hit Travis down the right sideline with, hit him in stride, in the hands, in both hands. When he hit the ground, the ball rolled down his big out. He didn't overthrow, hardly any.
Well, let me ask you a question. Did TCU come close to even halfway close to intercepting anything he threw? Nothing. No. I'm telling you, he was flawless. Dude, these screens and bubbles, when he turns and set his foot and puts his foot in the ground, that ball's out of his hands fast. I think TCU looked shell-shocked.
Yeah, I think everybody in the nation was. A lot of people.
They're like, what is going on here?
What? They got good players? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this actually is taking a little bit away from Deion. I'm not trying to, but Deion didn't go out there with the same team that went 1-9.
No, they're all gone but one.
He's got new players.
All new players.
Which obviously, if you're watching the show, you know that. So it's not the greatest job in coaching history, but he's done the right thing, and he has done a good job.
He's got a good staff.
Got a good staff.
That's where it starts.
And he's got in the players he needs.
You watch the spring game, small up front, small. Mm-hmm. They look like a Division II school up front. And when he brought in all these, I watched how do you know all this? I watched the YouTube channel, Well Off Media. Go find it. Subscribe to it. You can watch him every day. Mm-hmm. And I've seen these big guys coming in 6'8", 6'6", 6'5". Mm-hmm. Well, that don't mean they're still good. But back to my point, we'll wrap it up here with them. If they can go out there and they get in a shootout,
they may look like they have some trouble defensively.
But who don't in the Pac-12? Out there. That's my point. USC and Oregon, who are they going to stop?
You're saying that it's not going to matter. None of them stop each other.
No. So what if
Utah? Utah's got a pretty good defense.
They were okay. We'll talk about that game. I wasn't very blown away by them. Not really at all.
Right.
They didn't shock me like I thought. I thought they're going to be a lot better. And they let Florida hang around. They couldn't.
Yeah, Florida nearly got within a touchdown. They couldn't finish them away. Mm-hmm. But
what if they get in a shootout with Colorado and Oregon and they play in a couple of weeks? Mm-hmm. Well, if they get in a shootout down there and him and Bo Nix just dadgum going at it, and they both, have another 500 yards throwing a piece, and it comes down to who scores last or something, because they ain't going to stop nobody.
Right.
USC's not stopping nobody. Have you seen them play?
Yeah. No, I just heard.
Yeah.
I know they're scoring 60 points a game.
Yeah, but they're giving up 40 to Akron State.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Right now I saw today where their average is 61.
It'd be like Auburn had. What if they give up 40 to UMass?
Right. You'd be worried.
Yes.
But they did.
No. Yeah. It's UMass.
Yeah.
It's the South. They're supposed to be ball players right here. It's ain't no joke. And there's a lot of good high school players in California, but it's just different here. So
yes, there are. But they're offensive high school.
We'll move on. We'll leave it at this. Audience, crowd too. Is there a chance? Is there a chance? Is there a possibility that if they get in a shootout, could Colorado?
I'm going to predict that Colorado may have another shining moment again this year, but I don't think it'll come against Oregon or USC. Okay. That's just my prediction.
Well,
maybe against Washington. Do they play Washington?
Yeah. Probably.
Now, there's somebody in the Pac-12 they don't play, but I can't remember. I'll look their schedule up later. But they've got a terrible schedule. They've got a tough schedule as far as
it's not easy.
Their conference goes.
So after that one, next upset game, Texas State 42, Baylor 31.
Now that was a shocker. To me, that's the most shocking of all the upsets. Wyoming or anything.
Colorado's the biggest. It shouldn't be, but it is. They won one game last
year. Texas State.
But Texas State, hey, Baylor's there was some mumbles by some people. They may win the Big 12. There was.
They said that last year.
And the team that I mumbled is going to win the Big 12. We'll get in this next one. Texas Tech, 2 overtimes, drops the game to The Cowboys of Wyoming, Dean. We watched this. We text back and forth a little bit late. I'd fall asleep and I'd wake up. It's like, what? They scored?
I don't know what happened.
They had them put away.
They were killing them early. Then they went back 17-0. Then Wyoming comes back and goes ahead. But the last play of the game, I'm telling you, they brought a blitz and they hit that quarterback and knocked him from here to the window. And somehow, while he's nearly, I'm sure the defensive back saw it, he throws a zinger, touchdown. I don't even know how he got it off.